The Formula One grid is constantly evolving, and one of the most intriguing storylines emerging is the future of Yuki Tsunoda. The young Japanese driver has been a part of the Red Bull family for years, but with recent developments, his time with the team could be coming to an end. Could Tsunoda be looking for a fresh start beyond Red Bull in 2026? And more importantly, will he prove them wrong for not promoting him to the senior team? One of the most debated topics in Formula One right now is the future of Yuki Tsunoda. Despite proving himself on multiple occasions, Red Bull has made some unexpected decisions regarding its driver lineup. They opted to replace Sergio Perez with a driver who only had 11 race experiences in F1, one who was beaten 6 out of 6 times in qualifying by Tsunoda himself. This decision has raised questions about Red Bull's selection process and whether Tsunoda was overlooked unfairly. When Liam Lawson was promoted to Racing Bulls from Austin last year, the goal was clear: determine who performed better to take Perez's seat. Although the final results favored Tsunoda, it was Lawson who ultimately received the promotion. This surprising move has left Tsunoda with no choice but to look elsewhere for a seat, and one of the most logical destinations appears to be Aston Martin. Aston Martin presents an interesting opportunity for Tsunoda. The Silverstone-based team is set to undergo significant changes in 2026, with Honda joining as their power unit supplier. Having strong ties with Honda, Tsunoda could be a prime candidate for a seat. Additionally, Adrian Newey, one of the greatest minds in F1, is rumored to prefer working with Max Verstappen. However, if Verstappen remains unavailable for a move, Aston Martin might need to look at other promising talents. While Tsunoda might not be the top driver on their list, he certainly stands out as one of the youngest yet most experienced racers on the grid. He has continuously outperformed expectations, beating both Nick de Vries and Daniel Ricciardo in 2024 when many expected the opposite. His ability to score crucial points for Racing Bulls in 2024 and keep them from finishing last in the Constructors' Championship further proves his potential. Given the right machinery, Tsunoda could be a serious contender for podium finishes. However, there's another factor to consider. What does Red Bull's management think about his future? Helmut Marko recently spoke about Tsunoda's situation and made it clear that while Honda remains an important partner, they have no say in the team's driver lineup. He also acknowledged that keeping a driver in a support team for 5 years is not ideal. Red Bull either needs to promote Tsunoda or let him go. With new talents like Arvid Lindblad being rumored to join the Red Bull camp in 2026, Tsunoda might not have much time left to prove himself. Tsunoda is well aware of this, and when discussing his future, he hinted at the possibility of leaving Red Bull. He stated that his team might even change its name next year, meaning he would technically already be driving for a different outfit. While he expressed his desire to remain within the Red Bull family, he also acknowledged that exciting opportunities exist elsewhere. Both Aston Martin drivers, Fernando Alonso and Lance Stroll, face uncertain futures. Alonso has hinted at retiring by the end of 2026, and while many assume Aston Martin would naturally look for his replacement, Stroll's position is also in question. The Canadian driver has been outperformed by Alonso throughout 2024, managing to outqualify him only 5 times out of 24 attempts. Moreover, Stroll doesn't seem to have the same passion for the sport as other drivers. Despite having the privilege of racing in one of the most elite competitions in the world, he often appears unmotivated. Many speculate that if his father, Lawrence Stroll, didn't own the team, he wouldn't be in F1 at all. Reports suggest that Adrian Newey has already had discussions behind closed doors regarding Stroll's future and whether Aston Martin should allocate him to a different racing series instead. With both Alonso and Stroll potentially on their way out, Aston Martin could be the market for 2 drivers. If Verstappen does decide to join Aston Martin, a potential Red Bull reunion with Tsunoda could be on the cards for 2026. If Aston Martin doesn't materialize as an option, Tsunoda might still stay with Racing Bulls and hope for a promotion if Lawson struggles. However, given Red Bull's track record of favoring certain drivers, this seems like a long shot. Helmut Marko has acknowledged Tsunoda's talent, but emphasized that their priorities lie with their current race drivers. This statement suggests that Red Bull may not have long-term plans for Tsunoda, further fueling speculation that he should seek opportunities elsewhere. With new talents emerging in Red Bull's pipeline, such as Arvid Lindblad and other young prospects, Tsunoda might find it increasingly difficult to secure a seat within the Red Bull camp. If he wants to remain in F1 beyond 2026, looking beyond Red Bull is likely his best option. The coming years will be crucial for Yuki Tsunoda's career. Whether he manages to secure a seat at Aston Martin or stays within the Red Bull system, one thing is clear: he's determined to prove his worth. Do you think Tsunoda deserves a shot at a top team? Should Aston Martin take a chance on him? Let us know your thoughts in the comments below. And if you're interested in more F1 updates, don't forget to check out our latest video on Hamilton's reaction to the SF25. It's right here on your screen now.